Good evening, my dear friends. So nice to see you here again. Happy Thursday. And today we had lots and lots of snow in New York. So it was a beautiful white Thursday. We're gonna um start the second order, the good spirits today, question 107. We made it. We made it through the third order. So now we're finally there. So we're going to see. It's amazing. These four classes that we're going to study. Hopefully, we're going to finish it today. But before that, let's start it the right way, right? We know it. Saying our prayer, thanking God for bringing us together tonight. In prayer, in study, so many blessings, dear Lord. You carried us in your hands through this whole year. And if we are here tonight, it is because of your merciful heart, permitting us, allowing us to be here in good health, under a roof, and willing to learn. Be with us tonight, and with your permission, we start the Spirit's book study of this evening. So be it. It's so touching to be here tonight. As I was preparing for the study, I was doing a recap of this whole year, and we made it. It's December 17th. We are having tonight the last one for this year. Next Thursday will be Christmas Eve, and then New Year's Eve. So we're going to meet again in January, the first week of January, to continue the study with the Spirit's book that brought us so much strength. I always did this part of my week with so much love for you, and in certainty that the good spirits would be with us in our homes and inspiring us good thoughts during this time together. So I am very happy that we made it. We made it this evening, and we can only be grateful. My heart is filled with gratitude. And tonight we're going to start the second order. As we did on the third order of spirits, the second order also has general characteristics that apply to the four classes that we're going to study. But they're very small, so we may be able to accomplish this tonight and then wrap it up with the pure spirits starting new year 2021. Second order, good spirits, general characteristics. We're going to love this first sentence has the two main characteristics that comprise all the classes, and you're going to see. So this is what we aim to be, okay? We got to do it. Second order, good spirits. General characteristics. Predominance of spirit over matter and desire to do good. Predominance of spirit over matter and the desire to do good. Are we up for the challenge? Yes, we all should, because we are here for a limited period of time, but we are eternal spirits, as we know. So matter should not predominate. We should always understand that we are here for a purpose. We need to understand that. We need to try to know ourselves better every day, so we get closer and closer to having more clarity on this purpose. It's not an easy task. We go through life so many years, and even the lives of the saints, their first years It's like it went by in a fog, right? It's like the childhood. Saint Francis, Teresa of Avila, Saint Paul. We know it. We have the learning curve. We have the spirit has the infancy. It's time for us to try to have this as our goal, most important goal. The, these two things: predominance of spirit over matter and desire to do good. This will bring us to this second order of the good spirits. We're going to see the characteristics, right? These spirits' qualities and ability to do good are in proportion to the degree of advancement they have reached. Some possess scientific knowledge, while others display wisdom and benevolence. The more highly evolved ones combine knowledge with moral qualities. It's so good, right? When we can match the two things, it's so pleasant to be around a person. Let's imagine like that. You're talking to this person. Not only this person is a good human, but also you learn a lot from that person. You probably have a number of friends in your life that you would say, "Oh, it's so good to be around this person," because not only it's a good person, but it's a person that has a lot of knowledge to share. Same goes for the spirits. So the more highly evolved ones combine knowledge with moral qualities. Since they have not yet dematerialized themselves completely, and depending on their class, they still preserve stronger or weaker traces of their corporeal existence and might display some of their former eccentricities. I love that word in their language or habits. If it were not for this, they would be purified spirits. So even though the spirit is what is predominant, even though the desire to do good is there, there's still a bit of eccentricities on their language and habits. And we're going to go over this. They comprehend God and the infinite. They already enjoy the happiness of the morally upright. So they do comprehend God and the infinite, and they already enjoy the happiness of the morally upright. In addition, they feel happy when they do good and hinder evil. That is one important thing that we can take from this paragraph. This paragraph is here marked in so many different colors and ways from previous times that I studied it. They feel happy when they do good and hinder evil. A person that is happy still gets happy or finds joy in seeing somebody not succeed or not do well, or a person that can see somebody's gonna fall right there around the corner and won't get out of their way to help, that's not something that would stand up on a good spirit. The good spirits, they try to do good. If they see somebody in need, they will be the ones trying to help. If they see something bad that's going to happen to somebody, they're going to try to hinder that. So they feel happy when they do good and hinder evil. The two things, right? The love that unites them is a source of ineffable happiness that cannot be affected by envy, remorse, or any of the other evil passions. So, the love that unites them is a source of ineffable happiness that cannot be affected by envy, remorse, or any of the other evil passions that torment imperfect spirits. So the good spirits, these spirits, they know love. They know God. They know the infinite and they know love. They already have that developed in them. Today it was so pretty to see the kids playing in the snow. I was just talking to Gustavo right before we started. It's such a joy to see people happy. Even if you're not that age or you're not involved in the play, today as I was working and I was hearing their giggling and their frolicking on the snow, it made me so happy to see them happy. I took my moment to go to the snow too. A little bit, lunchtime. But it was such a light day. It brings so much of a good energy to see other people happy. And this type of love is that the love that the Spirit's book is describing here. The love that unites them is a source of ineffable happiness that cannot be affected by envy, remorse, or any of the other evil passions. It's there. You just feel it. You feel happy because there are kids that, with all that's happening, they are having a moment of happiness. They've been locked down, they've been without their friends from school, and still now they had a day so happy, frolicking on the snow. Isn't that amazing? That's the love. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I read this after a day like today. Let's continue. Nevertheless, they must continue to endure trials until they have reached perfection. So the good spirits, they're not absent from having trials. They have still to endure trials until they have reached perfection. As spirits, they encourage good thoughts in people and dissuade them from the path of evil. That's the little good angel right on your shoulder. Remember the cartoon? That's what it is. The good spirits are that voice that inspires you to do good. When you're thinking, should I do this or that? And comes that inspiration and say, no, take that path. This is going to be better for you. And you feel that you have been inspired to do good or to take that path instead of the second one, that is certainly a good spirit watching over you, taking care of you, like your guardian spirits. Guardian angels or guardian spirits, they are good spirits. They are included in this second order. They also protect the lives of those who have made themselves worthy. Look at this. They protect the lives of those who have made themselves worthy. Let's be on this group, right? And they neutralize the influence of imperfect spirits on those who do not yield to them. So when you're on the path of goodness, when you're trying to do your best to help others, to desire good to others, to think good thoughts, to say good words, and eliminate from your life anything that's not according to it, you're going to be protected by the good spirits. Fact. Guaranteed. 100% guaranteed satisfaction. Satisfaction guaranteed on that. They're going to be watching over you because look at this. It's not the spirits told Kardec. It's not something that is elsewhere. No, it's in the codification, in the spirits book. They protect the lives of those who have made themselves worthy, and they neutralize the influence of imperfect spirits on those who do not yield to them. Amazing. The sense of confidence when you're doing good, when you have a clear conscience that you're saying, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing my part here. So anything that doesn't go according to what I want, it's also good for me. It's also God's wish because the best outcome is coming no matter what, because I'm doing my part. Isn't that the most amazing feeling one can have? To put their heads on their pillow every night and understand I did my part. Whatever comes is God's wish for me. And the good spirits are protecting me because I am worthy to be taking their time and protecting me so I don't deviate from the path of goodness. When incarnate, they are good and benevolent towards others. They do good for its own sake, and they neither allow themselves to be led by pride, selfishness, or ambition, nor do they display hatred, bitterness, envy, or jealousy. So when we're talking about people like us still in a physical body, they are good and benevolent towards others. And they have these characteristics. They don't let themselves subject to this pride, selfishness, ambition, hatred, bitterness, envy, or jealousy. Long road. We'll get there. We try to be realistic, right? We still have those. We can have the thought, we can have the feeling. It's like a bird flying over your head, like Chico Xavier used to say, right? But you can't allow it to create a nest over your head. That's the difference. We're going to have the bad thought, we're going to have the bad feeling, we're going to shush it away, right? We're going to prevent it to create a nest over our heads and deviate us from our purpose in life. Simple. In popular belief, these this order includes the spirits called good spirits, guardian spirits, and spirits of benevolence. In times of ignorance and superstition, they were regarded as beneficent deities. We may divide this order into four main groups, four principal groups: fifth class, fourth, third, and second. We know that the first order is comprised only and exclusively by the pure spirits. Question 108. So these are the general characteristics, right? Characteristics of all those four classes that we're going to talk about now. Question 108 is the fifth class. It's one division of the good spirits, the benevolent spirits. And it's always from the beginning a progression, right? So fourth is more evolved than fifth, and third more than fourth, and so it goes. Fifth class, benevolent spirits. Their dominant quality is kindness. It's a good explanation, right? Benevolent spirits, they're kind. They're benevolent. They take pleasure in serving. This is the most amazing thing, right? A person that understood that we came to this earth to serve and not to be served has understood a major lesson. We are here to serve. So the benevolent spirits, they take pleasure in serving and protecting human beings. But their knowledge is limited. Their progress has been realized more in the moral sense than the intellectual. So these are the spirits that they have the big heart. They haven't acquired all the intellectual qualities, but they are the ones that are always practicing good deeds. They're always trying to help, and kindness is their motto. These are the benevolent spirits. We have in life, I mean, we can always do trace a comparison to the friends we have, right? We have that friend that's super smart, we have that friend that is super kind, and we have the friends that have both. But I have friends that are on this category, the benevolent spirits. They're all kind, they're all kindness, they're very good hearts. And even though some of them didn't have the chance to get highly educated in some things, or or do not have, as the Spirit's book said, the progress, the intellectual progress has not been made, they're super nice people. So that's just a parallel to what we're reading. Question 109, fourth class, scholar spirits. These are specially distinguished by the extent of their knowledge. So these are the smarty ones. We're going to have the wise ones that is a step above. But the scholar spirits, they have a good extent of knowledge. They are less concerned with moral issues because they have a greater aptitude for scientific ones, but they only pursue science for its usefulness. These are the good scientists, the good ones that develop things that are going to make um, things better for humanity. These spirits are the scholar spirits. These spirits are also free of the passions that characterize imperfect spirits. So they're not attached to matter in that sense, and their knowledge is in to be used for the goodness of all. Isn't that amazing? So this is the fourth class, the second group of good spirits. Third class, the wise spirits. These are characterized by the moral qualities of the highest order. Even though they do not possess unlimited knowledge, they are endowed with an intellectual capacity that enables them to precisely judge people and things. So that wisdom is acquired. They have the ability to judge people and things with wisdom, and that is another level up on the second order of the good spirits. And the last one, second class, superior spirits. These combine science, wisdom, and goodness. Science, wisdom, and goodness. Their language, which only displays benevolence, is always noble, elevated, and frequently sublime. Their superiority renders them more able than the others to impart to us the most correct notions concerning the things of the incorporeal world within the limits of the knowledge permitted to us. They voluntarily communicate with those who in good faith seek truth, and whose souls are sufficiently freed from earthly connections to enable such understanding. So their knowledge is high, and they're going to communicate to us on our ability of understanding. However, they turn from those who are only motivated out of curiosity or who, through the influence of matter, turn from practicing good. So, in order to communicate with the superior spirits, you need to be on the path of goodness. They're not going to share their wisdom, their knowledge, their superiority with spending their time with the ones that are just motivated out of curiosity or are a way of practicing good. So the more we do good, the more we attract the possibility of communicating with the superior spirits. Under exceptional circumstances, when they incarnate on earth, they accomplish a mission of progress, offering us the type of perfection to which humankind can aspire in this world. When I read this, I can only think of Francis. And what a best way to close the study for this year, talking about this one. There is this little booklet. Oh, Piece of Heart. This collection is precious. I just finished Teresa a couple of days ago, and 30 Days with the Great Spiritual Teacher. And this is Francis. And before anything, I wanted to thank you for being in the path of goodness, because we all were trying our best. And I brought this prayer of St. Francis for today's date, and I want to share with you before we do our prayer. We have so much to be thankful for. It's December. We have been exposed to so many challenges this 2020, but so many blessings came in disguise. And with the help of the good spirits like St. Francis, who is in charge of this transition, this planetary transition that we're going through, we're going to make it to a much better place. My day is ending. Our Father who art in heaven, let me never forget that you do not always come to us wrapped in beauty. Your face easily recognized. You will be present in what repels us, in what is inconvenient and annoying. Let me see your face and hear your voice in everyone I meet. Everyone. In your mercy, replace my repugnance with your compassion. Let me embrace those from whom I wish to turn away. And now, as the day ends and sleep approaches, I pray with Francis that I will recognize you in every face. May the Lord bless and keep all his children. May he make his face to shine upon us and be gracious to us. May the Lord look kindly upon us. Grant us a quiet night and lasting peace. We're going to do our final prayer for the Spirit's book, ending this Thursday, reminding you that we're going to be back first week of January, but I will be with you for our study on Tuesday in Portuguese, and we're going to talk about Jesus. Of course, is 3 days before Christmas, and this is going to be a very meaningful Christmas to all of us. So let's pray together. And we thank you, Lord, for the blessings of this evening. Thank you. We ask you to protect every single home and everyone that is now listening and praying with us, and the whole humanity. Bless and protect everyone from Ponto de Luz, every single worker, light workers that worked very hard this year to keep us in faith, strong in faith. Be with us, Lord, for this whole week and until the end of this year, surrounded by your mercy. We ask you, Lord, be with us. Be with us. I thank you again. I'll see you next Tuesday. and for this class in English, January. Have a great evening. Let's be grateful. See you.